Hey, good evening. Um, I was actually just chit-chatting with a friend, and I was talking like about Scotland. I was talking about when I used to live in Edinburgh, and I was telling to this friend how Edinburgh energy, how good it is, how this land has such a strong and positive energies. It's You can feel it. Like if you are here, if you go, if you are in Edinburgh or in Scotland, and you walk around without not with your mind, but with your senses, you can feel it. You can feel the energy. You can feel the higher frequency of this city and this land. It is a soothing energy. It is a healing energy. It heals your soul. And so I was telling this friend how I ended up in Edinburgh, and because there was something that drawing me to Edinburgh. It was attracting me. There was this energy, and I think it started when I made the decision to change and to reach a different frequency of where I was. I wanted to make a change. I wanted to change myself, to change what I used to be, and I started to put a really huge effort to raise my frequencies. That's when I started to get connected to all the right people, to the right places, and that's how I ended up to Edinburgh in the first place, and how I felt strongly the need to move up to Scotland at the time years ago. It like I could feel it when I was there. I could feel this calm energy all around me. There was at some point I felt I didn't need anything anymore. Like I felt like I was already fulfilled. I had this calmness where all I wanted was just to sit, look out of the window, and write and share and help. So it's not surprising me anymore the fact that the Enlightenment took place here. You know, all those great thinkers with those great ideas about the world and life. It's not a surprise that one of the biggest, probably the oldest sculpture in UK, dedicated not to a soldier, not to someone that been killing people or fighting or a fighter, but to a writer. And because I strongly believe that this land, it got a powerful energy. This land, it is on a different frequency than the rest of UK. And when you are aware of those energies, you can feel it, and they can elevate you. So I was telling my friend about this, and then I recalled about an episode that happened an afternoon after work. I was meditating, and slowly I lost feeling of my body. I lost any sensation of my body. My body was gone. It was powerful. My body was gone. I could not feel anything anymore. All I felt, basically, my body was disappeared. All I could feel was my essence, my soul. I felt just part of everything. There was no my body. There was no my human emotions. I felt just my thoughts with no feelings, no physically and no emotionally. I was nothing. I was completely nothing except my thoughts, except my thoughts. So I was part of everything, but I was still me. That's basically what so many people that had near-death experiences says. When they lose their body, eventually they realize to be everything, connected to everyone, but at the same time being unique, an individual, being like yeah, just being an entity. So being feeling like knowing to be a separate entity, but at the same time being part of everything, retaining your own thoughts and ideas, but at the same time knowing and feeling to be everything and be part of everything. And that event, that episode was powerful. It lasted a few minutes, but it was life changing. It was life changing. I felt for a few minutes what means to don't have a body any longer, to don't have emotions, to don't feel sadness, don't feel happiness, don't feel strong or weak, powerful. Or I was just literally nothing, and I was nothing, and I didn't care. I was just my thoughts with no emotions attached. It was huge. And I strongly believe that that happened because the energy, the frequency that this land and Edinburgh emanates highlighted and helped me to raise my own frequency, because I could feel it. Longer I was spending time, like more time I was spending here in Edinburgh, and more of spiritual events would happen, more the feeling of connection, and it was just I could feel my inner frequency elevating. Only another time I felt the same, and that was in New Zealand. It was in New Zealand that, by no coincidences, because coincidence doesn't exist, is a land that the landscape, the weather is the same as Scotland. It's a land where the majority of Scottish in the 1800, 1700 emigrated to, especially in the South Island that has basically the same climate than Scotland. So there is no a coincidence that in New Zealand I could feel this connection, this spiritual connection that I could feel again after many years living in London. I could feel again here in Scotland. So I just wish you to, if you are to a stage where you want to elevate your frequency, I would recommend you, then I would advise you, if you have the chance, come to Scotland, go to Edinburgh, spend some time in Scotland, spend some time in Edinburgh, and leave your ego behind and start to feel with your soul. And I believe that you will understand what I'm talking about. So I hope that all of you will have the chance to experience that beautiful city, that Edinburgh. And I was lucky enough to have that opportunity and to have it on and off, going up there for work sometime. And I just wish you that your inner soul to be happy and joyful. Bye.